Hey everyone, welcome back to Sunita's English Adventure. In today's video, I had an amazing and insightful conversation with Tutor Sunila on EnglishYaari platform. We discussed a very relatable topic, and that's shopping. I know you all love shopping. We also discussed our preferences, pros and cons, and we even discussed marketing trends that you probably didn't know about. And the best part about this video is I have picked many captivating vocabularies, so you should also learn them and start using it in your daily conversation. Enough talking, let's get to the video.
Hello, good afternoon, Sunita.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Same here, doing well.
Where are you joining in from?
I'm joining from Uttarakhand.
Oh, lovely. Is it cold there? Is it raining there right now?
Right now, the weather is warm and cozy,
Oh,
just the way we want
lovely.
it. Yes.
Lovely, fantastic. So tell me, Sunita, let's start talking. Tell me.
About myself?
Yes?
Okay, so as you know, I'm Sunita Rawat, and I've mentioned that I'm from Uttarakhand. It's a beautiful place, and one should visit at least once in life. And I'm mother to two boys. Along with that, I run two YouTube channels. The first one is Sunita's English Adventure, where I create
Wow.
conversational videos,
Mm-hmm.
blogs in English, and some informative content for learners.
Mm-hmm.
And the second
Fantastic.
one is Dear Listeners, where I create audio listening podcast for listening practice of learners.
Fantastic.
And
Mm-hmm.
I help beginners and intermediates in starting their journey through my classes. So that's
Wonderful.
pretty much.
Fantastic. Good to know. So, are you also an English teacher otherwise? Do you teach in
Mhm.
school or something?
No, no. I
Okay.
am a homemaker. Along with that, I started tutoring actually.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, a little about me. My name is Sunila, as I don't know if it's seen on your dashboard.
Yes, I can
Uh,
see.
okay. So, I have been in the communications industry for 26 years now. I've been a writer. I have written, I have my ad agency. Okay. And some years ago, I started teaching street children. Okay. English. I started teaching them English. So after that, I decided that, okay, fine, I really want to take this ahead. And then I did my necessary certifications and all. And here I am talking to you today. So
Wow,
tell
wonderful.
me, tell me, what is it you want to talk about? Tell me, first of all, how has your journey been with English, Yari?
The journey has been fantastic, truly. Actually, I have restarted my journey with English Yaari. Otherwise, I have taken 17 to 18 sessions already many months ago on English Yaari. So that has immensely improved my English, I would say. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
back here, and it's a collaboration actually this time because I'm a YouTuber as well. So this time I'm
Fantastic.
collaborating and I'm taking this advantage to practice my English with experts. So what's
Mm-hmm.
better than this?
Fantastic, fantastic. So now you have restarted your journey. Was it because there was a shortfall, like when you started it and stopped and then you restarted it? Did you find there was a gap in learning or something, or what was your reason for restarting?
Mhm. So I wouldn't name it a gap, but I would say that it is always important to practice your English with someone who is fluent. So
Mm-hmm.
at times I struggled with finding fluent speakers whenever I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
practice my English.
All
So
right.
I feel that English Yari is such a platform where we can get many expert tutors. So every day you can talk with different expert,
Absolutely.
and definitely
Absolutely.
with those conversation in those 25 minutes you can improve a
Mhm.
lot through just
Absolutely.
having a conversation.
Absolutely, that's fantastic because you should the way I think is if you want to learn a skill, you should always learn from or indulge with people who have that maybe similar or higher level of that skill. It could be anything, could be cycling, swimming, anything. If you want to be a good swimmer, you have to practice with a really good swimmer, right? Otherwise, there's no point. You'll be at the same level. So that's
Right.
fantastic. Absolutely good. Off the bat, let me tell you that your language is very fluent, right? You are very confident with speaking, and your speech is clear. Your words are clear as well as your language. So that's the first thing that box we have ticked. Fantastic. So now to continue your journey, tell me, how do you want to take this ahead? Do you want to talk about the topic at hand, or do you want to talk about something else?
So I've been preparing for this topic, so I would like to go forward with this only.
Fantastic. So this topic is it's everybody's favorite topic, I would say. I will not gender generalize it to men or women because I know a lot of men who love to shop. Okay, So let's go on a shopping spree. Chalo, let's talk. Tell me,
Mm-hmm.
what is your experience with shopping, and do
So
you?
I'm not shopaholic, but sometimes like I love to buy presents for others actually more than that of me. Like
I
I
would love
want
to be your
people to
friend.
bring gifts.
Just
Definitely.
kidding.
So
Just kidding. Tell me.
no, no, why not?
Yeah.
So I love buying presents for others, and then I don't think about the kind of cost involved in
Mm-hmm.
buying that particular thing. So yes, that's about me, but I don't shop much for myself because I look back to my wardrobe actually whenever I have to shop online or be it offline. So I look back to my wardrobe and see whatever I have right now. So if I find that I have enough clothes in my wardrobe or I have enough things that I can survive my life with, so I don't go for much shopping actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of person I am.
So yeah, instead of saying back into my wardrobe, you can say I like to
Hmm.
browse through my wardrobe.
Right, right.
Because when you're saying back into, when you look back into something, which
Hmm.
means you're looking into the past. You're
Hmm.
trying to remnants. Okay, you know the word remnants.
No,
So I'm writing in the chat box. You like to browse through my wardrobe. Okay,
right.
Remnants means thinking about the past. Okay,
All right. Mm-hmm.
when you said look back into, it means remnants. Okay, I'll
Okay.
tell you the right word. This is the spelling. Sorry. Is it okay if I point mistakes which may remnants?
Yes,
Okay,
definitely. I'm here for that only.
remnants equals to look back into the past. Okay, look
Hmm.
back into past. That's a better word for look back into the past. Remnants.
Okay, got
Okay,
it.
okay. Go ahead then.
Then this is it. Like you can ask me some questions.
Okay. So tell me, what do you prefer, online shopping or offline shopping?
Hmm. The kind of place I live in, so considering that, because I live in a rural area, so it's very difficult to find whatever you like in this area. So I prefer online shopping only because we
Mhm.
have that online shopping facility here. There are
Okay.
many shopping platforms like Mintra. Amazon
Mhm.
is not available here, but then Meesho and many others are there. So I try to shop from there and I get whatever I like. Like
Mhm.
simply on the go, you can get the products,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
within 4 to 5 days, they get the products delivered here. So
Okay.
that's one advantage I'm getting.
Hmm.
Being in a village, like you are able to shop online, so that's really fantastic. But yes, this is one drawback of living in village that you don't get quality products in
Oh.
local shops here, or rarely you get actually. Sometimes you have different kind of choices, so you can say
You
that I
have
have.
different tastes, you mean?
Yes, yes, I have different tastes, so I don't get that kind of products here, so that is why I prefer online shopping
Mhm.
over offline shopping actually.
So tell me one thing. This whole act of going to a store and feeling, touching, smelling things. Do
Hmm.
you miss that while online shopping? What do you prefer? I mean, have you heard of the term retail therapy?
Hmm. Retail therapy, as in you feel that shopping is therapeutic for you. You feel so
Absolutely.
good when you're in stress and you keep on shopping, but that's definitely an impulsive buy, I guess.
So I mean, you can see it both ways. Okay, for some people it is very satisfying, right? When you go out, you feel validated. You go out, you buy something for yourself, you feel good about yourself. For some people it's like, okay, I can afford to buy these things. Okay, so
Hmm.
it makes them feel good about themselves. Yes,
Hmm.
when it tips over to the other side, the excessive side, then it becomes you become a shopaholic, right?
Hmm.
Then you
Right.
get addicted to shopping and you're buying it just to get that hit of dopamine. You know what
Hmm.
dopamine is, right?
Hmm.
So
That makes you happy. Hormones.
dopamine is that hormone that hits you, which gives you this temporary feeling of happiness. Okay,
Hmm.
so when it goes to the other side, then it is detrimental. You know the meaning of detrimental?
No.
Detrimental is harmful.
Okay.
Detrimental. Okay, detrimental is anything that is harmful,
Hmm.
right? I'm just giving you some words so you
All
can
right. Hmm.
use them. Can you Let's try an experiment. Can you
Hmm.
use detrimental in a sentence?
Hmm. Sure. So, Can we say that shopping has its detrimental side as well if you go for excessive shopping?
Yes, you can also say something like too much of coffee can have detrimental effects on your sleep, right? Harmful effects, or rather, not very good effects on your sleep, right?
Okay.
So that's one word for you to remember. Okay. So, what do you feel the difference between online and offline shopping? What is the main difference that you feel is
The
apart
main
from the
difference is
convenience?
convenience.
Hmm. Apart from
Apart from convenience,
mm-hmm.
you get heavy discounts as well. Plus, there is one disadvantage that you cannot bargain in online shopping.
But you
You know.
already get so many discounts. It's not fair, I feel, because they put in so much of effort into the packaging and the courier charges and all that. So it's what are
Mhm.
you going to bargain with them,
But
you
there
know?
are many people who are accustomed to bargain actually. No matter what price they are getting that product at, but they'll still bargain.
Ha, ha, ha.
So
But
for them, it's definitely
but bargaining is, you don't understand, that is also therapeutic. Okay, for some people it's therapy. Like I know somebody who would 50 rupees ka, she would go to buy something worth 50 bucks, and she would start with 20 rupees. She would start
Mhm.
bargaining with 20 rupees. So that whole hour she would spend trying to save 30 rupees. Okay. But
Mhm.
I'm sure when she went home, she would be so happy whether or
Right,
not she got that discount. But I guess
right.
it's just exercising your vocal cords, so to speak. So yes. So tell me more. Tell me more. What do you think about?
If I talk about this bargaining thing, so I'm very bad at bargaining, I must say. But I always try. Like whenever I go for offline shopping, at every shop I try to bargain, but I always fail actually
Okay.
because I feel that the shopkeeper must have invested some amount, and that picture goes into my mind. So that is why I'm not able to pitch my price, like whatever price I want to buy that thing
Right.
at. So I feel very bad for that shopkeeper. So I try it for a few minutes and then I let it go. So I said,
Mhm.
okay, I'm okay to pay this particular amount. So
You
that
must
kind of person.
you must be a shopkeeper's delight then, so to speak.
Right, right, right.
ये
But
मैम
that,
आई है अभी हम प्रॉफिट्स बनाएंगे.
right, right. So it's
Mhm.
easy to, what do we say? Get a lot of money from me,
Mhm.
or
Profits.
mhm,
You get
right,
the right profit from you, so to speak.
right.
Yeah, yeah. So they
I
can't.
want to mention
Hmm.
one of my friends actually back in my school days. That one of my friends, she was of a kind where she would go to a shop and she always find herself in a situation, if even if she didn't like the.
She would find herself.
Mhm. She would find herself in a situation, even if she didn't like the thing, but still, she would always feel so bad if she would not buy that thing. Actually, if she has, asked the shopkeeper to open many clothes or to open many things, but then she didn't like, so she would always feel bad. So she would end up purchasing something from that shop. Like
Uh,
she cannot,
she's just a nice person, then I would say.
she feel bad about it.
Absolutely, because shopkeepers put in a lot
Mhm.
of time and effort to get one single sale, and then you have shoppers who make them display all their goods, and then suddenly you realize that, oh no, I don't want to buy. It's very
Mhm.
disheartening for them, right?
Right, right.
It's
But
very
don't you
disheartening.
think, like, to how many shops you'll do the same thing? Like, you'll make them open things and then you'll not buy. But if you feel bad, you are going to buy that thing. But this is going to burn a hole in your pocket in that case.
Well, then why did they make them? Why did they make them show their goods? Why did they ask for that? It's not right, no. I mean, unless you're window shopping, you know what window shopping is, right?
Where things are displayed?
No, window shopping is what your friend does. Okay,
Hmm.
window window shopping is where you're just going to see stuff. You're not going to buy
Hmm.
anything,
Okay.
right? That's called
Hmm.
window shopping. Okay, so you just go, you भैया मुझे ये दिखा दो, वो दिखा दो, ये दिखा दो, वो दिखा
Hmm.
दो. लेना कुछ नहीं है, but we just want a window shop, just for
Hmm.
fun. And there are people who do it for fun.
Yes,
Let
I've
me
seen
tell you.
many people in malls actually. They just
Yes,
come there to stroll or to do window shopping, but they don't buy
exactly.
anything at all.
Exactly. And do you know a fun fact that malls, the shops that we see in malls they never expect, honestly, any sales out of them. Okay.
Hmm.
They're created for people to window shop. I would think 9 out of 10 people go to the
Hmm.
malls to enjoy the ambience. Okay. You know what's ambience?
Ambience, the kind of atmosphere.
Ambience is surrounding, and you know your
Mhm.
the smells and the sights and the sounds of that particular place. They go, they will check out the item in the mall, they will come out, they will log on to Amazon and buy the same thing. Okay,
Right, right, that happens.
obviously because of the discounts and because of the other facilities. But honestly speaking, the shops in malls are meant for window display. Okay,
Right.
so
Mm-hmm.
they want people to come there, see. Eventually they will buy their product, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
not from the shop, maybe from outside, but
Mm-hmm.
that's
Right.
the reason. So that is a perfect example of window shopping. All
Mm-hmm.
right.
But
Yes.
it's definitely a nice strategy.
It is nice. See, because the moment you enter a mall, okay, you are instantly relaxed. The moment you enter, there is this puff of perfume which comes onto you. It's a strategy to instantly relax the buyer, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then once you start going in, you start browsing. Almost certainly at the end of the shopping spree or at the end of your mall tour, they will be sure that they will go back. Either they will buy from the mall or they will
Mm-hmm.
go back home, log on to
Right.
Amazon and buy as
Mm-hmm.
long as they have a sale. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the sales strategies, of big products. I'm talking about really, really big brands who can afford to have their
Mm-hmm.
outlets in big malls. So
Right.
this,
I've seen that many brands open their small outlets in malls,
hmm,
and yes, they expect the same. Whatever you have just mentioned, they expect the same from the buyer. So they just have a
absolutely,
small outlet, like Rene Cosmetics. I've seen Nika. I have
absolutely.
seen.
Yes, yes, and most of their products are sold online. These are just to give the users a sampling, okay,
Mm-hmm.
of their products. So
Mm-hmm.
interestingly, do you know what these shops are called? So you have online shops and
Mm-hmm.
you have physical shops. Okay. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
what these physical shops are called?
No,
There
no
is a
idea.
term for them. Okay, I'll write it for you. They're called brick and mortar stores.
Okay.
You must have read of it somewhere, I don't know, maybe in the
No, no.
newspapers.
For the first time, I have read this thing.
So brick and
Brick and
mortar,
mortar.
actual walls, stores which are
Mm-hmm.
actually made out of brick and mortar, cement
Mm-hmm.
and bricks. Okay, so they are
Mm-hmm.
their physical stores are called brick and mortar stores, and even
Okay.
online is called the online store.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a technical term for it.
Mm-hmm. But I haven't
Okay,
heard this before actually. Is there any synonym or any other word as well?
it's called. I'll give you the exact meaning of it. It's called a brick
Mm-hmm.
and mortar. So it's if you read the Economic Times and all,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
it will be. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the exact meaning of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, for example, you said Rene Cosmetics. Brick and mortar businesses are physical. I've put it in your chat box
Okay.
where customers purchase products or services and interact face to face with employees, right?
Okay.
तो आप
Mm-hmm.
रिनी के स्टोर पे जाते हो in a
Mm-hmm.
mall, right? You can actually apply the lipstick, you can try it
Mm-hmm.
on, you can talk to an employee.
Right.
That is a brick and mortar store.
Okay. Okay.
Later on
Got
you
it.
can buy it online.
Mm-hmm.
So they have already established their brand in your mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a very
Mm-hmm.
clever strategy of some of
Okay.
the retailers,
All
so
right.
to speak. So tell me, what were you asking me? You were asking me something.
I would love to know your preference. Like, what would you like more, online or offline shopping?
So I prefer to shop online because for the sheer convenience, okay, of it, and well, obviously malls are way too expensive, but yes, there are certain products which you need to check if you're looking for an expensive product, like sari, or you're buying for somebody's wedding or something. Those things need to be shopped offline. But the convenience nowadays is that you can return things
Right, right.
online. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've slowly converted from being an offline shopper to completely, even all the gadgets and all we buy online, though you
Mm-hmm.
have to be a little careful nowadays with all the scams happening.
Mm-hmm.
But online shopping is here and it's here to stay, as is
Mm-hmm.
offline, because whenever you see during Diwali and all the shops are crowded.
Right,
I mean,
definitely.
how
Mm-hmm.
many shops do you see go vacant during festivals?
Plus, when you go off for offline shoppings during
Hmm.
festivals, it's a delight for your eyes to see people around, the
Of
vibe.
course, of
You
course,
feel
that
that vibe.
that human chemistry is something which is undeniable, you know. So tell me, do you have malls where you are, where you live?
No, no, we don't have any malls here. We have just local shops.
Okay, but what about like if you have to watch a movie and all, malls may?
Uh, we don't have any option as such, but yes, if we want to watch any movie, we can watch it online on our laptop, on
But
TV.
what about theaters? Does your place have theaters?
No, no, we don't have.
Is that small a village?
Yes, it is.
Okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
So how do you find it comfortable to live in such a small place? Is it must be very therapeutic, relaxing to you?
Yes, actually, we have made this conscious decision 1 year ago to shift in our village for permanent basis.
What
Actually,
are you saying?
earlier
That's
than
amazing.
this, we were in cities.
Okay, okay.
So
So
it's
what is
definitely feel.
what is the difference you found?
Mhm. Uh, Immense different, I would say, because cities were really crowded, and the first and the foremost thing that I didn't like the culture there. Like you don't even know your neighbor. Your neighbor doesn't know you, right? And doesn't care about you at all, and you also don't care about them. That's the mutual understanding.
Hmm,
But when you go to villages,
hmm,
each and everyone in your village knows you, and they
hmm,
would greet you. They are so concerned about you. They would ask for your well-being whenever you meet them, right?
hmm,
So
hmm,
that kind of community you always need,
hmm,
where
hmm,
people are concerned about you, right?
hmm,
So
hmm,
this is one thing I really love about villages. Other than that, the nature,
hmm.
obviously, I mean, this is the obvious thing that nature is so beautiful here.
Of
Like you can
course.
simply sit at one place, and from morning till night you can get to see different kind of sceneries in the same landscape, like
Hmm,
different kind of beauty. Like nature
hmm.
itself paints different kind of picture in the
Oh,
same
lovely.
landscape and
Hmm,
landscape,
hmm,
you can say. Or you can
hmm,
simply look at the skyline,
hmm.
and you get to see different kind of formation of clouds, I would say. So those are also
Wow.
really beautiful, so you need
Hmm.
not to go elsewhere to
You
see the
don't have
beauty.
to go anywhere. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, how often do you daydream?
I daydream as in we don't have to. I mean, sorry, I didn't get that.
No, as in, okay. So, with so much of influence of greenery and this thing, you tend to go into a zone where you are
Hmm.
completely zoned out and you're just dreaming. You're in a dreamy, well, people in cities don't get that, don't have that advantage, but you're just in a dreamy, you're dreaming about something on the other. So, how often does this atmosphere really, compel you to do that?
Mm-hmm. If I talk about my case, so rarely I get that opportunity, because being a housewife, you're always busy, right?
Absolutely.
You're rushing from here to here, you're juggling with many things, so you don't get that opportunity to go and relax. But
Hmm,
yes, whenever you go out, like you
hmm,
keep stepping in and out, so whenever you go out, you see things, you feel good,
hmm,
then you come inside
hmm,
and you're busy with your work. So that
hmm,
kind of thing. But definitely, if you want a relaxing day, you can simply sit and enjoy the moment, enjoy the weather, and definitely daydream.
hmm. Fantastic, fantastic. So now tell me, coming back to our topic, let's move
Hmm.
away from daydreaming. I have a situation here for you. Imagine that there are two shops in your city that are selling the exact same product you're looking for. How do you decide which shop will you purchase it from?
Hmm. So I'm a kind of person who would first look at the person, the kind of look they have, I mean,
The
the appearance
shopkeeper.
they have. Like if the shopkeeper is looking friendly or not, if the shopkeeper, you know, you kind of gauge the shopkeeper that this person must be friendly, or this person must be going to give you the good at nice price, good price, right?
Mhm.
So I first
He's going to
gauge
give
from
you
the
a good
appearance.
bargain.
Right, right. So I
Okay,
first gauge from the appearance, and then I go to the shop. This is the first thing that comes to my mind.
okay,
And I
okay.
also look at the display, actually, the display
Ah,
they have at the front,
the
So I
window
look at that.
display.
Yes,
Right, right.
yes, I look at that,
Okay, okay. Do you
and
know
then
what
I
that thing
decide.
is called? The So you go to a clothes store, okay, and you see
Hmm.
those dolls which are put in the
Hmm.
windows. You know what they are called?
I knew that, but I am not able to recall. Something else. It starts with M, I guess.
It's called a mannequin.
Uh-huh. Right, right. It was a tough word.
Yeah,
Mannequin, mannequin.
mannequin,
Okay. Mhm.
mannequin. Some people say mannequins. Also, it's
Mhm.
mannequin, but you can either way. It's not a wrong pronunciation.
Mhm.
Mannequins. They're called mannequins. They're used for window displays.
Right, right. Mannequin.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's
So
for all gender.
Yeah, of course. You mean
All
she
are
and
called
he?
mannequin.
They're
Mhm.
all called mannequins. They're all dead. They're all
Okay.
called mannequins.
Okay.
They're
Mhm.
non-living dolls, so they are
Mhm.
called mannequins. So tell me, what will you tell him in case you like the appearance of the shopkeeper, but he's
Mhm.
not giving you a decent price? What will
Mhm.
your reaction be?
I'll simply go to another shop,
Mm-hmm.
the nearby shop, which is giving the same kind of category of goods. So I'll go
Hmm.
there
Hmm.
and I'll try my luck there.
Hmm. But does it happen in your village often
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
you you do they give you good deals in the stores in
Mhm.
small places?
Yes, in small places, it's very easy to get a good bargain, can we say?
Yes, a good bargain.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's very easy to get a good bargain because they have limited stock and
Ah.
moreover, they have limited customers.
Mm-hmm.
So whosoever they get, so they get an opportunity to sell their goods actually.
Right.
So they do
Right.
whatever they can. So they give you at a good bargain.
Okay. Okay.
So you
So
need not
how
struggle. Mhm.
Okay. So, how has the influence of these online shops actually hampered these small stores in small places? Have they like hampered their sales?
Immensely hampered, I would say. Like being in a village as well, I'm preferring online shopping over offline. So it is definitely being hampered.
Mm-hmm.
And like people here, local shops, local shopkeepers are sitting idle and they don't have many customers actually,
Hmm.
right? But
Hmm.
whenever I go for online shopping, I try to get as many things as I could from offline shopping only.
Hmm.
But hardly I go to markets actually to shop because
Hmm.
most of the time I spend at my home only taking classes and other things, other stuff as well. So it's convenient to scroll through any online platform and
Hmm.
get the things at your home. But yes, it has definitely hampered the sales, and that is why they are also kind of sitting idle, and they have become so lazy. They don't want to, they don't have that zeal to
Ah.
sell things, right?
Hmm.
So that has that this is how the situation has become here.
So you said lazy. There is a word for it which is apt
Hmm.
in this situation. Have you
Hmm.
heard of this word?
Complacent, no.
Complacent.
Complacent.
Complacent means you're okay with whatever the situation is, you're not worried,
Hmm.
and you don't want to do anything further.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so you become complacent. Some
Mhm.
people after 25 years of working in a job, they become complacent. Chalo theek hai, ghar pe salary aa raha hai, I don't want
Mhm.
to do anything else. That is
Okay.
called complacency,
Mhm.
right? So when you say lazy in this scenario, it's
Mhm.
complacent,
All
right?
right.
लेजी मतलब आलसी जिसको कुछ करना ही नहीं है.
Hmm. Right.
कंप्लेसेंट मतलब अभी चलो जैसे दुकान चल रहा है वैसे चलती
Hmm.
रहो टाइप्स.
Mhm. Is it a synonym for laid back?
Yes, it could be.
Someone
You
who's
could
laid
use
back.
it. You could use it. Uh, though complacent is more related to your profession. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
complacent. But yes, you could use it in place of laid back.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy is a nature.
Mm-hmm.
Lazy. Like he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
want to do anything. So
Right. I